This is a video showing you how to export your files just individually, I guess, if you don't want to do the global sync type deal like we do down here on this button on the panel. If you got your files in here, this is just one up in Tennessee. It's got an XML surface and a DXF file there. If you do the routine, like I showed you earlier, if you just go to export, we got data selected here. There's our job default. If you use your DXF and your XML and you send them to your jump drive, say FAT, and you copy them, do like that. It's not going to do it on here because it's a simulator, of course. But you hit your check, so you send them out. Your files go into your data folder, and if you export out your coordinate systems like this, and you choose your LOK file that you've done out there on site, and you also send your LOK file out to your thumb drive. Basically, you send out 3 files individually. 2 of them are in the data folder. 1 of them is in the coordinate system folder. You put that stick in the machine. If it's a dozer or excavator, instead of doing this sync to where it transfers all your data back and forth from the USB to the panel and stuff, and getting more data on your panels than you want, or getting other customer stuff or whatever, there's a way. I kind of like to do this sometimes. Whenever the panel fires up, if it does go into the run screen like this, just click your button right here in the bottom left, go to select models, and just simply go down here. It says select models. These are basically your projects. So I got a whole lot of them in here, but you can add a new one here. So you can hit the plus button, and we'll just go up here to the top, and we'll call it Kinlock, I think is the name of it. We'll check it. Hit this play button down here at the right. It's saying model selection. Where do you want to import your files from? It's showing location right here. It's asking you if you want to use the last project web. That's not where we want to pull our files from. We want to actually click on this, and we'll choose USB. Now when we do that, it's funny, it looks like I only got a couple on here. There they are. If you got a bunch of stuff out there, you can pull them from different folders. These just happen to be in the data folder right here, because that is where Icon exports them out to. When you do that, it sends them into the data folder. Now you'll also notice that whenever I do the coordinate system here in a minute, it'll not show data, it'll show coordinate system folder there. So you can go ahead and select these right here, and we'll hit our little play button or right arrow, basically next page. So it brings you to the coordinate system import page right here. It's asking you where you want to select your coordinate system, basically your LOK file that you've done out there on your job. So again, we do not want to do the last project, which I had as web. We'll click on this and we'll do USB. Of course, I don't have any in here. Let me see here. I just cleaned this thing off the other day. Hang tight 1 second, I'll throw one in there. All right, so I put one in the folder there, coordinate systems folder. I just put some dummy ones in there, but if you had yours that you did on your site and you export it out of Icon, it's going to go into the coordinate systems folder on your thumb drive. I just put these 2 dummy ones in there. I'm not really related to that job, but anyhow, location USB, there it is. We'll just pretend this is the one here. So we'll go ahead. It was actually already picked, but that's it. We've got it selected, and we'll hit the right arrow there. We're going to hit the flag there. It says the wizard is completed. Now, once you've done that, the files are in the project, but you've got to actually go in here and set them up. So if you export 15 different DXFs and different surfaces and all that, or just 1 or 2, you've still got, it's made the project and the files are housed in there. But if you hit this button right here, this is where you basically choose the files. So models, That pretty much is all your files you put in there. So you see the XML and the DXF. If you're running these two files separately as a surface and a line work file, anyhow, check the ones that you want to be able to use and hit the check button. This active model, that's what you want it to use. Basically, your active model is going to be using. This is the surface file here, the XML, so that's the one I'm going to have highlighted there, so it'll show cut and fill. If you happen to have both your surface and your line work all housed in the DXF file, so you have the tri-face mesh in there, you can use it, but these two are separate for right now. So we'll pick that one. It's there. The avoidance zones, we're not using any. The coordinate system is there. You want to go ahead and click in there and choose it. If you've got multiple ones in there, make sure you pick it and choose the right one. Then you will check it. Now, when you go back out, you can hit the X or the check right here. We'll go ahead and hit the check. When you go into your grade screen here, it will I just hit the letter J. I'm on the simulator here, so it just jumped the machine to the model. But anyhow, that's how you can do the files individually. Of course, it's much simpler to do it the way in our other video, where you just export out the project to your thumb drive and hit the main sync button right here. But if you want to do the files individually, that's a pretty handy way of doing it. You can just make models on the fly and import just the data that you want. So I hope that helps you out, and if you got any more questions, let me know. Thanks.